Hi, and welcome to my channel, The Grape Jelly Library. Thank you so much for joining me. I always look forward to your visit. My name is Flo, and today we are going to wrap up some loose ends, reveal some very interesting and fun information, and talk about a couple of books. All right, so I feel like this should be like a grand meeting of like some sort of fraternal lodge for book lovers. And I don't want to be the grand poobah, but if any of you out there want to be the grand poobah, just comment below and we will see to it that, you know, that happens. But I feel like, you know, it's a meeting of some sort, not just a video today, because we have some topics that I would like to discuss along with some books. Okay, first on the agenda is this little critter. I have finally, after about 5 solid years, chosen a name for him. A couple of videos back, I had asked if anybody had any suggestions what I should call him. And today I have decided that from this moment on, he will be called Winter White Fox. That will be his name in its entirety. And he certainly is cute, and I love to have him hanging out on my left-hand side, just chilling with me, keeping me company. He's great company, and every once in a while when I forget my lines, he whispers it into my ear, and he, you know, helps me out with that. So yeah, not only is he super cute, but he is super helpful to have around too. Okay, now second order of business I would like to reveal is that I went around the house like a loon, counting all of my books with great anticipation to see what is the magic number I am going to land on. And would you believe it? Oh, 2,041. How is that for a number? I was quite shocked and quite pleased. So with 2,041 books, perhaps it is time to go through the shelves and get rid of some of my books. Wait, I should not say that without smelling salts because I'm about to pass out. No, that is not my personality at all. I don't get rid of books. I acquire books. So if you think that I'm going to go through each room, each shelf, and pull books that I no longer want, nope, that is not gonna happen. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm going book shopping in January, and I'm gonna add to this collection of mine. It makes me happy. It's my hobby, it's my passion, it's my love, and I don't think I need to say any more about that. I think enough said. So, how are you digging the snowflakes in the background? Anybody out there decorate your library shelves? Comment below, let me know. Or better yet, take a picture and post in the comments. I would love to know and love to see how you, you know, keep your library books. Do you stack them in a pile in the corner of your room? Do you put them on shelves? What do you do with all of your books? Whether it's 5 books that you own or 50 books that you own or 500, I would love to see I would love to see what you do with your book. So, yeah, feel free to put a picture in the comments below. All right, now that we got that out of the way, it is almost Christmas time. I am super excited. If you celebrate Christmas, then you simply must head on over to 2 BookTube channels. They are wonderful gentlemen, and I cannot say enough good things about their channel. I love both of these BookTube channels so, so much. Michael Romeo Talks Books and Micah Cummings. Both of these fine gentlemen are reading Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. Pour yourself a coffee, a tea, a hot chocolate, a hot toddy. Get your favorite blanket, sit in your chair, and close your eyes, and let these 2 gentlemen read the story to you. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. I commented on Michael Romeo's channel. I could listen for hours, and I am not kidding you. Same goes for Micah Cummings. You know, they're doing all the work for us, guys, you know. All we have to do is sit back and relax and enjoy the ride. So, yeah, head on over to their channels for a little bit of Christmas fun. Now, let's talk about 2 of the books that I have completed and 1 of the books that I have just begun. I am on book 16 of 25 now. So I am getting there, and I'm getting a little nervous if I'm going to get this job done. Whether I get this job done or not, I am still going book shopping in January because I do not want to miss this sale. I gave this challenge my best shot, and given my busy schedule and, you know, just trying to get everything I need to get done, I would not feel like a failure if I did not get these 25 books read. I would actually feel quite accomplished. I'll tell you what, the end of November and all of December were great reading months for me, and you know, I'll take it for what it's worth. So one of the books that I finished was The Lost Art of Doing Nothing. It's how the Dutch unwind and relax. It is Niksen. It is not President Niksen, N-I-X-O-N. It is Niksen, N-I-K-S-E-N. And upon first reading this book, I was led to believe that Niksen was a blank slate in your mind, just like a black nothingness. But I've come to learn that Niksen actually is the art of daydreaming, or just kind of phasing out. Unlike meditation, which is focused on breathing and your thoughts, Niksen is just letting it all go. It's just letting your mind be. Sitting back, thinking of nothing. It's like a daydream or a float for your brain. And I'm happy to say I was able to do that. I have a super busy brain. If you can tell by the way that I talk, sometimes my words get ahead of my thoughts. I have too much going on up there. But anyways, I was actually able to stand in front of the entrance doors at work with a coffee in my hand and just gaze out the window and drift away into nothingness. And the light bulb then went off, and I went, ah, Niksen, I just practiced the Dutch art of doing nothing. And I was quite pleased with that, because oftentimes my world and my brain is chaotic. too much at times, overload. So I really, really enjoyed this book, and I have every single intention of practicing this art every opportunity that I get. Perhaps you will too. Now, let's get into this. The Maid by Nita Prose. So I finished this book today, and I have to say, I loved it. I loved it. Now, for me to give a book 5 stars, it has to become my absolute favorite book. And for me, those 2 books are The Honey Bus by Meredith May and East of Eden by John Steinbeck. I'm always just going to love those 2 books. So I'm not really free-willed or very given with my 5 stars, but I will absolutely give a 4-star when it is deserved. I typically give 3 stars, but I'm giving this 4 stars. This is a terrific read. It held my attention. I loved the storyline. It made me want to clean, and let me just say, I did a fabulous job. Sunday morning, 6:30 a.m. on my fridge. I cleaned every nook and cranny of that refrigerator of mine. We got rid of some food items, and it looks beautiful. And we're all ready to put the Christmas stash in it. Nice clean surface. So all thanks to this book. I might not have done that had I not read this book. I don't know if I'm going to be that thorough in my cleaning all the time, but when I am cleaning, I will certainly be mindful and maybe take care to just do a little bit more of a thorough job. I don't know. It definitely made me want to clean. But it's a good storyline. I was going to say it's kind of on the lines of A Gentleman in Moscow by Amor Towles, which is kind of ironic because we'll be getting to him in just a moment. But anyways, A Gentleman in Moscow is one of my favorite books. I have a friend, and while he was still working, he has since retired, but while he was still working, he would come to my place of employment to pick up some things for his place of employment. And I would always ask him, his name is Tom, and I would always ask him, "What you reading, Tom?" And then whatever Tom was reading is what I would pick up and read, because I valued his judgment and his opinion. And so at one time he was reading A Gentleman in Moscow, and I am so thankful that he was, because were it not, I never would have picked that book up. Never would have picked that book up. But I am so glad that I did, because it is one of my beloved books. Absolutely loved it. So it's kind of along that lines. I am not going to give away any of the thrills and chills contained within this book. I am only going to say it is well worth your time, well worth the read. I think you will enjoy. I'll just leave that suspense, you know, floating out there amongst the atmosphere, and hope that, you know, I hope that you'll bite hook, line, and sinker, because I'm not trying to steer you wrong. It's a fantastic read. Loved it. I don't want to say the end. The end is not what I wanted it to be, but it is what it is. And knowing what I know, I would pick that book up and I would read it again, and I absolutely would suggest you know, you reading it, I would absolutely refer it to my book friends. All right. And the last book, hello, Winter. The last book that I would like to talk about is the book that I am currently reading now, and that would be The Linking Highway by Amor. Towles, of all people, can you believe it? What are you reading? Comment below. Let me know, what are you reading? And if you are participating in this challenge, comment below and let me know. How many books did you set your goal at? And how many books in are you? Until my next video, know that I love you. Be well, be good, and be reading.